we have an interesting find here. Toe there, there and there, and there's the pad. And the pad looks pretty good. Now we have an apparent leading toe, and I can't see any visible claw marks. So I shared this with the research team on the chat group, and Paul McDonald says it's worth casting. The symmetry looks right, he says, but not enough detail from the photographs. So we'll cast it and see what we get. First thing I'm going to do is make a little collar to go around this, and that will just prevent the spread of the plaster. I found this print about an hour ago and had to rush back into town to get the plaster. That looks about right. Yeah, that's looking good. Okay, got plenty of water. Now there are other prints around here, but they're clearly canine. But this stood out, it caught my eye. Wherever I walk, I'm always watching, just in case, even if it's in an area where there are no sightings, recorded that is. Okay. That's pretty good consistency. A little bit of runoff maybe. Maybe we'll put in a little bit more. Right. That is way too much, but let's scrape it away there. Okay. So I'll cover this up now and leave it for about 40 minutes. Then we'll come back and see what we've got. We'll lift it very carefully. And we'll see if we have struck gold or not. I was speaking to an older gent last weekend, and he was telling me of his cat encounters in the local area. So the first one was August of 1978. He was travelling out to Dounreay on the service bus, happened to look to his left into a rough area of ground, and there, sitting next to a whin bush, was a puma sunning itself. And he took me out and he showed me the exact spot. The whin bush is still there. He says that's where it was, sitting sunning itself. So that was his first encounter. But he had subsequent puma encounters. And another story that I won't mention just now until I look into it further, because it has the potential to reveal something interesting. Possibly. But anyway, that's a little story for you. I'm going to check some more trail cameras now, so I might tell you another one of his encounters. We'll see whether I get busy or not. Let's check this camera, see if we've got anything on this one. Maybe. Looks like the batteries are totally flat. Yep. Right, so I'll just take that home and I'll replace it with another one. I've just checked my other two cameras here. One, batteries are completely dead on it, so I've replaced that and I'm taking it home to check. And the other one only saw 3 images, so where it is, there's obviously nothing moving. That's 3 images over 3 weeks, so no point having it there, I don't think. But what I like about when you get a camera with no batteries is there's that little bit of anticipation until you get home to check the SD card to see what's on it. And even if you don't get a cat, which is most often the case, you're still seeing all the wildlife that's going about there. And that's always good. Well, what we'll do now is we'll go back and have a look at this cast, see if it's dried out and we can lift it. I don't know if we'll be able to get most of the mud off it to have a look at it. That might have to wait until tonight or maybe tomorrow until it all dries out properly. So I'll get on with that. Okay, it's trowel time. Right, that's just the edge of that that's come off there, so that's not so bad. I'll take that back with me. God, everything's so bloody muddy here. Right, okay. That's lifting okay, that's good. Some rocks underneath it, so you can see I'll have to let that dry out before I even try to take that off of there. I don't want to damage the cast. But that's good. Oops. Where is it? Ah, there we are. Last camera of the day. Thank God. Well, all that was on that camera was just 2 or 3 shots of deer. And that's over 3 weeks, so there's not much moving here. So I've decided I'll take the camera back and use it in one of my other locations. I'd still like to put more cameras out here, but it's just going to require a bit more investigation to find some likely spots. And I could do with maybe having an extra pair of hands with me to help out on that. I think I've done enough for the day now. By the time I get home, I'll have done about 70 miles and probably walked 4.5 miles in total. So I'm kind of knackered. But I'm going to say something really cringy now, or at least I think it's cringy when I hear other people saying it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the notification bell so you always know when I've uploaded a video. Right, I'm off home to cringe for a while.